Business owners want to connect with consumers with more than $1.6 trillion in annual purchasing power? Want to get the coaching, new clients, strategic connections, and capital to boost your bottom line? Subscribe to the Matthews Broadcast YouTube channel and press the notification bell to be notified when we post the success principles, cash flow ideas, and content you need to prosper and succeed. Subscribe right now. Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Shop Black News. We are glad to have you back. What is Shop Black News? It is the Matthews Business Network weekly roundup of great things happening in the Black and Brown business world. What is MBN? We're an organization of more than 2,300 Black and Brown super successful entrepreneurs and senior professionals. And what do we want to do? We want to foster a marriage. Who's getting married, Stan? Black and Brown consumers around the globe who have $10.5 trillion worth purchasing power, 4.3 trillion worth of purchasing power here in this country, and all of those Black and Brown providers who want to serve them, so that we can create great communities where you can build a business, raise a family, create more wealth generationally for yourself and then everyone else. So we're going to get started in this week's Shop Black News with our creative director and guest producer, my girl, the one and only Jari Giovanna. Take it away, Jari.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the MBN Shop Black News and Leadership Spotlight. For this week's praise reports, congrats to the Big East and Caribbean team for an awesome meeting on July 11th. Congrats to John Jamerson for a successful book signing. And also congrats to Chris Word for his Golf Expo marketing campaign. Now on to announcements. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel at Matthews TV and help us reach 1,000 subscribers by December 30th of this year. Please connect with Stan Matthews on LinkedIn so we can share as a group. To buy your success journals, please call Sherrod Ledette at 502-370-1952. And to get your Who Influenced You book orders, call Majida Muhammad at 818-614-1902. For our MBN meetings, we'll see you at the Big West Regional Meeting on Monday, July 18th. Please register your VIP guests with the link in the daily newsletter. For our featured leaders and sponsors, call Rhonda Horace at 818-399-6295. To connect with our Northwest Regional entrepreneurs, call Michelle Walker Davis at 609-320-5375 to get access to the $855 billion grant market. And lastly, call Natalie Stokes-Peters at 443-691-1386 to connect with our Southwest Regional entrepreneurs for MBN growth opportunities. If you are a small business owner and you don't have a logo, website, or a 30-second commercial, we are now offering a service called the Branding Box to help you create and solidify all of those three things for your brand. If you would like more information, please contact me at mbncreativedirector@gmail.com. Join Stan Matthews for the ICP 6 and 7-figure class Tuesday to Thursday at 8:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. On Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m., the Franchise Forum with Genevieve Mandeville and Victoria Falk. On Wednesdays at 7 a.m., Worthiness and Wellness with Dr. Marie Celestin, Yvette Bertil, and Robert Savage. And lastly, Wednesdays at 1 p.m., we have the MBN Orientation Meeting with Stan Matthews and the Orientation team. For our MBN Clubhouse meetings, Tuesdays at 11 a.m., we have Tasty Tuesdays with Victoria Falk, Chef Jenna, and Chef Jose. Wednesdays at 11 a.m., we have Wellness Wednesdays with Dr. Marie Celestin, Yvette Bertil, and Victoria Falk. And lastly, we have the MBN Caribbean Connections, Thursdays at 3 p.m. with Dr. Millie Johnson and Victoria Falk and friends. For MBN shows to watch, we have the Millionaire Masterclass with Stan Matthews and featured guests, Thursdays at 9 a.m., the Shop Black News, featuring MBN news, opportunities, and events, Fridays and Saturdays at 9 a.m. for our Shop Black Leadership Spotlight. This week, the spotlight shines on our Afro-Latinx brothers and sisters. For our Shop Black recommendations, please shop Black with the 10 companies listed in the daily newsletter. That is it for this week. Remember, your network is your net worth, and I'll see you guys in the next time.
Hey, Jari, thank you so much for the praise reports. Thank you for the opportunities. Thank you for leading our creative team. We love the MBN branding box. Build that brand with Jari and her team of creative people. They are the best of the best of the best. She handpicks them from around the globe so they can do a better job building your website, building your logo, and also building your brand overall. They'll even give you a TV-ready commercial video of 30 seconds, so keep doing a great job, Shari and the team. This week, our leadership focuses on platanos and collard greens, the relationship between Black and brown consumers, entrepreneurs, providers around the globe. We are going to go to one of my dear friends, Ms. Crystal Cross of MSNBC, talking about the relationship between African Americans and Afro-Latinos around the Afro-Latino diaspora. This community is the economic force that is transforming American politics and economics. We are part of it. We are part of this family. Let's go ahead and see what Crystal and her guests have to say.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Fernand Amandi is joining the conversation, and back with me is the amazing Laz Alonso and Felice Leon. So I want to pick up where I left off with you, Laz, about the Latino experience at an HBCU. You're a proud Bison graduate of Howard University. Talk to me about your experience there and why you chose Howard.
You know, I'll tell you, at Howard is where I actually became truly rooted in my Blackness. Growing up, at home I was always Latino. And when I'd step foot outside my house, I would be an African-American man in America, dealing with everything, you know, African-American men have to deal with when they walk out the house. But at Howard was where I truly learned that we are a diaspora around the world. And I learned how similar we as Black people are, regardless of whether you're in Jamaica, the Virgin Islands, Cuba, Haiti. We are all one big plethora of Blackness that go back to our roots, which is Africa. And so for me, it was less about being Latino at Howard and more about being Afro at Howard and realizing how similar we are regardless of where the ship may have ended up and placed our relatives.
Did you ever feel like you had to choose between your identities at Howard? Were people saying, hey, are you Black or Latino? Did you have to explain your lineage to a lot of people there?
I've only had to explain it to Latinos because Latinos would ask me, well, why do you say that you're Black? Or why do you say you're Black first and Latino second? And I always remind them, say the word, it's Afro-Latino. What comes first? Afro, right? It's because that's the race. That's the DNA. Latino is a culture. It's not a race. So when I say that I'm Black, I am Black in Cuba. I am Black in America. I am Black in China. Wherever I go, I'm Black first. My Latinidad, which I embrace equally, that's my culture. And they're not mutually exclusive. But if you do a DNA test, what is it going to tell you? What percentage African I am? So that explanation is what I've had to do so that people understand that I'm not choosing one over the other, but I'm speaking about the nuance of what it is to be Black, regardless of what comes after the Afro.
Business owners, join a professional network that will help you share the unique value of your products and services with Black and brown customers who have more than $1.6 trillion to spend on an annual basis. Join the Matthews Business Network and get the coaching, the clients, the connections, and the capital you need to succeed. To get growing right now.
Thank you so much for giving us a chance to share with you the relationship between Afro-Americans and Afro-Latinos and that Afro-Latinidad culture, right? I am from Georgetown, Guyana, which is the only English-speaking country on the South American continent. And so to my south, I have Brazil. To my west, I have Venezuela. To my east, I have French and Dutch Guyana. So I'm right in the midst of that whole Latinidad diaspora, have been part of it, have family members as part of it, and it is the economic force of the future, along with African Americans, our Native American brothers and sisters, and all other people of goodwill that want to see our community rise and thrive. So thank you so much for being here at the Shop Black News this week. Remember, stop trying so hard to fit in when you and you and you were born to stand out. I'll see you next week in the Shop Black News, and I will see you way over the top This is Stan Matthews saying goodbye and God bless.